A station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And coming up in the news at noon, the search continues for the driver who hit and killed a man while escaping Secret Service. We speak with the witness at the scene.
A construction worker shot to death right next to Howard University's campus, where police are with the investigation.
Well, it's going to be a hot and muggy day out there. We're also tracking a few afternoon storms, so definitely keep it here. A check of that full forecast is coming up.
Brittany, thank you. And later, the FDA approves a new birth control pill, and you won't need a prescription to get it. We'll show you when you can expect to see the box on pharmacy shelves. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Mark Hall. A man was shot to death near Howard University campus this morning. Police still investigating exactly what happened. DC News Now's Lex Juarez has the latest from the scene.
Police believe 3 suspects tried to rob a man right here on 6th Street. They shot him, left him laying on the sidewalk, and then sped away.
I didn't know he got shot. You know, I was very shocked because right here is pretty much safe.
Ivory Simon has lived in this neighborhood for almost 30 years. He was on his morning walk to the store when he saw the aftermath. This was around 6 in the morning. Simon says the man was laying on the sidewalk, his helmet on the ground next to him. Police believe the man was working construction in the area. They think the suspects pulled up in a white SUV as he was putting on his uniform. 2 of them getting out of the car and walking up to him.
Preliminarily, that this is a potential robbery that went bad, in which our victim was shot.
First responders tried to save him, but he died at the hospital around 6:45. Now police are asking the public to help them find the suspects.
We have lots of citizens that were preparing to go to work today during this time, and I'm sure there are folks out here that either saw or heard something, and we really need to hear from you at this moment.
Well, as far as Simon, he says he still feels safe in the neighborhood, but that he's going to be paying a little more attention on his morning walks. In Washington, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
Lex, thank you. Developing now, 5 people are recovering this afternoon after an early morning shooting outside of a Lay Hill, Maryland restaurant. It happened just after midnight behind the Sol d'Italia restaurant. Police say that all the victims, 2 men, 3 women, have minor or non-life-threatening injuries. Police believe that this all started as an argument inside of the restaurant. Right now, police are looking for a suspect in this case. Well, let's take a live look outside this afternoon. Of course, the Washington Monument. The heat continues to be a factor in the region. I guess right now the district is actually under a heat emergency, and it was activated just 1 hour ago by Mayor Bowser. Weathercaster Brittany Ward is in for Damon Matson this afternoon. I guess my question to you, Brittany, is when are we going to see a cool down?
You know, Mark, we got a couple of days before we actually start to see those temperatures begin to tumble. Still going to be dealing with the hot and humidity as we head into your Thursday afternoon and through the weekend. But by this afternoon, we are tracking some showers. Here's a look right now at radar showing you the overall picture. You see that cold front that's all the way out to our west there in Columbus, Ohio. That's going to move closer to our area as we head through your Thursday, sparking up a few showers there into the mountain counties at first, and then we could also see some storms begin to roll in to the area as we head into your Friday evening. Right now, we are fairly quiet across much of the DMV. We did see some passing showers there in the eastern panhandle of West Virginia. We'll slowly start to see a few storms begin to spark up as we head into the next hour or so, and then they'll slowly work its way to the DC metro area later on this evening. As we look at the temperature, they are fairly hot out there. 88 currently in the nation's capital, 91 there in Frederick, 86 though as you head over there to Martinsburg and Cumberland, 82 there in Kaiser. Now the overall setup for today, that cold front slowly will push through as we head into the afternoon and into the evening hours. This will be sparking up a few showers and storms that could possibly turn severe, mainly into our western counties. So overall, we're going to be dealing with that as we head through your Thursday, which is why the Storm Prediction Center does have areas just west of I-81 under a slight risk, a 2 out of 5 when it comes down to severe weather. Whereas along that I-95 corridor and the DC metro area, we are under a a marginal risk, which is a 1 out of 5 when it comes down to severe weather. Now, the main threat today will be those gusty winds, and we can't rule out some small hail. So definitely keep it here, Mark. We'll have a look at that 7-day forecast and what to expect heading into your Friday coming up.
All right, Brittany, thank you. Well, new this afternoon, a former St. Charles High School teacher is facing child pornography charges in Georgia. According to court documents, 32-year-old Michael Allen Dindy was working at a high school in Georgia when he engaged in sexual acts with minors, filmed it, and distributed the pornography. Police say that Dindy taught at St. Charles High School in Waldorf between 2017 and 2018. Officials are asking parents with kids who might have known Dindy to call Homeland Security. Northern Virginia is in desperate need of bilingual child abuse case advocates. The court-appointed special advocates, also known as CASA, are a voice in the court system, and they make sure that children get the services they need.
Able to speak to them in their language, it's a kindness and it's a courtesy, and it really helps with the case.
Spending money on services that kept families together. Still, CASA Director of Alexandria and Arlington says that she's looking for more Spanish-speaking people to help the high number of children entering the system.
We need as many as we can get. They should be able to put their head down on the pillow at night and know that they're going to be safe.
And if you're interested in enrolling in the fall training cycle, there will be a meeting in August. Well, we have new details on the problems with D.C.'s 911 call center. Earlier this week, the council voted on emergency legislation that requires slip-ups to be made public. As Leonard N. Fleming reports, the bill puts pressure on the city's Office of Unified Communications to make things right.
Yes, it does. And now any and all mistakes will be displayed on the city's website. Previous mistakes have sent emergency crews to the wrong locations and have caused families to lose loved ones.
I watched him born and I watched him die.
Bernard Baker Sr. had 911 calls dropped and then on hold that he believes may have cost his son his life in April.
Please hold for dispatcher. Please hold for dispatcher.
Bernard Baker Jr. died after what the family termed a slow response from both the 911 call center and DC EMS. DC City Council voted unanimously Tuesday to require missed calls, average to call to answer times, and dispatcher errors to be listed monthly on its website.
That means we're making progress. So that's good. That's good for me and other family.
I was put on hold, hung up, called back, put on hold, hung up, called back, put on hold.
City Council Chairman Phil Mendelsohn experienced this when he reported an accident in the district last month.
I've heard reports of it and then I experienced it, and it's just unacceptable.
The bill's sponsor and Councilwoman Brooke Pinto agrees.
Of course, data alone will not fix these issues, and my committee is committed to pursuing the necessary reforms to ensure our emergency call response is accurate, timely, and accessible to residents in need.
This is the District of Columbia, the world's greatest city. We're not supposed to be going through this kind of trouble.
So far, no comment from the office of Heather McGaffin, who is the new 911 director, who has been under fire for this lack of transparency. Reporting from the newsroom, Leonard N. Fleming, DC News Now, back to you.
Leonard, thank you. New this afternoon, the first ever over-the-counter birth control pill has been approved. Today, the FDA cleared a once-a-day pill. It's called Perrigo's once-a-day pill. And then the company won't start shipping the pill until early next year, and there will be no age restrictions on sales. Company executives say that they will spend the rest of the year manufacturing the pill and its packaging. A brand of bagged salads sold at Whole Foods Market is being recalled due to unspecified allergens. According to the FDA, the Braga Fresh Organic Asian-inspired salad kit does not list milk or eggs on its ingredients list. All products have been removed from the shelves. But if you have a bag with a use-by date of July 16th, you're encouraged to return it. Well, Amtrak trains running through Union Station are back on schedule after a train derailment halted service from D.C. to Richmond on Tuesday and Wednesday. The cause of the derailment is still under investigation. Officials say that no passengers were seriously injured. Well, happening now, authorities across the DMV are searching for the driver that police say hit hit and killed a man near the National Mall. Our Randy Bass has the latest on their attempt to find the suspect.
Yeah, right now we're getting a clearer picture of the moments that led up to that deadly pedestrian crash here at 17th and Constitution. U.S. Park Police and Secret Service agents telling us agents tried to pull a driver over along 17th Street when that driver fled, taking off down the road through this crosswalk, hitting and killing a 75-year-old man and injuring a 13-year-old girl. Agents tell us that man died at a local hospital. He had been visiting from Philadelphia. The teen looked at by fire and EMS crews who say she'll be okay. This all happened during the busy lunch rush right around 1:30 in the afternoon yesterday. Agents say this all started after agents noticed that driver had expired tags on the vehicle. This area, of course, very popular with both tourists and locals, especially during the summertime. Witnesses we talked to described the harrowing scene.
I heard a bang. I look back and I see a guy coming, like falling off, and he landed on the hood of the car. It was actually traumatic. Like, you know, I can't believe people are that much in a rush and they can't just stop and check if a guy's all right or anything.
And right now, not a lot of information being made public at this hour. Park Police say they told other agencies what to be on the lookout for. At this point, we don't have any information about what that driver or what that car may have looked like. Of course, we'll be following up with authorities throughout the day today to bring you the very latest information along the National Mall. I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.